Here we are, it's summertime. Bright, sunny, blissful, and the only time of the year where it's perfectly fine to feel like your soul is on fire. Since it's hot as fuck outside, what better way to cool off than to sit under a remotely cool fan that could possibly blow hot air, open up those live charts, and binge a handful of those new anime shows for this summer season, which some are actual heat bangers, and some are a train wreck. After spending roughly 60% of my time clicking, binging, and or watching a handful of the new anime, I have devised up a sort of guide to help you possibly pick some of these shows to watch and enjoy yourselves, because as an aspiring anime enthusiast, it is my duty to suggest to you at least some of the best new anime releases per season. That, and I also spent my time sitting in a chair hunchback clicking, editing clips together for a roughly 15-minute video for clicks, watch time, clout, and your possible subscription. What other joys in life are there? Am I right? I'm so tired. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And at the end, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. And if you're new, maybe subscribe for more anime season guide videos like this in the future. Without further ado, let's get into this. Most of the time, anime has always shown us the obtainable perk that we sometimes wish we had, and that's the ability to triple combo punch morals, good nature, and common sense in the face and do the impossible of obtaining not 2, but eventually 4 real titled girlfriends. And that is what Girlfriend is about. At the center of it all is your main character Naoya and his childhood friend that blossoms into his actual girlfriend, Saki. Everything was good. Then, eventually, an even cuter blue-haired and go-get-em attitude girl Nagisa appears and confesses to Naoya in hopes of getting with him. He, of course, can't resist his culture and ends up asking Saki if they can have a three-way relationship. That she eventually says yes to in the first episode. Yeah, that happens. The show will be set up for him to eventually have 4 girlfriends, and I can only imagine the trial and error for episodes to come. It's terrifying. So, if anything else that could possibly make up for his scummy character, at least he's honest? Yeah? Girlfriend is honestly a dumpster fire of a show, but strangely, it's so outrageous that it keeps you coming back week after week. Sometimes I wonder how anime has shifted our taste over the years, but that's a conversation for another day. This character Akira seems very familiar. Smart, tactical, manipulative, but not a bad guy. And also not necessarily a good guy either. Lelouch, is that you? The show Battle Game in 5 Seconds actually lives up to its title. A battle game after a countdown of 5 seconds. This is a game devised up by a purple cat girl named Mion with a hand cannon and a very thick assistant named Yang. Main character Akira and a handful of other characters are forced to play a game with the sole purpose of testing each other's single special ability given to by Mion. Everyone has their own special ability that comes with a pleasantly surprising and informal backstory that could tie the ability and the character together. Everybody's special ability is a secret, so I'll let you all watch and see what they are. But, of course, the main character will have one of the most interesting and 1000 IQ point ability that you have to be a genius to use. He's also accompanied by a very unlucky girl, Amaka Kiyuri, who strangely reminds me of someone. Hold on, let me think.
Everything is writing on this! You gotta do it!
Oh, now I remember. As the next I'm forced to play this game installment right beside Future Diary and Darwin's game, Battle Game in 5 Seconds makes its way to something that could be very interesting and entertaining to watch. So, I definitely recommend this one. Seriously, check it out.
やめとるのか。
途中で人をボコボコにしといて何を言いやがる猛毒ババ
まったく半人前のくせにそんなことで立派なイダテンになれると思っておるのか。
In a world where there are demons, there are also gods. Eventually. 800 years ago, demons ravaged the world and only the prayers and hopes of the humans could summon the godlike beings called Idatens. The Idatens beat and sealed away the demons but sacrificed themselves to make sure the seal was effective and, sealed. The only one left was a little girl at the time named Reen to carry on the will of the Idaten deities, nurture future Idatens, and protect the world for years to come. And then comes in a foul-mouthed, tenacious, and again extremely vulgar but funny Idaten named Hayato, and his other friends Gisle and Paula, which are also Idatens themselves. If you were to look at the opening alone and ask, Amani, why are you watching this? I will gladly respond to you and say, why are you not watching this? This show has far exceeded my expectations as it's a mix of comedy, unique animation graphics, Dragon Ball Z-like fights, and an opening and ending so fire you ask yourself, where have you been all my life? Rika. Each episode so far has been a banger, but the biggest insult is why the fuck this isn't a show popping in popularity right now. It is indeed the most slept on show this summer season. It's even made by Mappa, so you know it's going to be fire sauce. Besides your subscription, if I had to ask for anything else, please give this show a try. This is the Idaten Deities only no peace.
一つではないとしたらすごくいい気分。流れてきたものが複数あるうちの。
Once upon a time in a faraway land lived an old man and an old lady. The old man went to the mountains to gather firewood. The old woman went to the riverside to do the washing. And you know the story. Oh wait, you don't? Shit, don't feel bad. I don't know either. This show so far from what they have been giving us has been nothing short from wonderful. With our double main characters, a princess named Sally and a mysterious and unfortunate male character, Kibitsu Makoto, who I just mentioned isn't a woman. The two have a very mysterious ogre slaying power that shows off that lovely sadistic side, and for visual effects shows a peach symbol in their opposite eye from each other. They also have interesting characters mixed in like Frog the bunny demi-human, this cute god of mask lolly Jocelino, and the fairly built ogre waifu Miki, or Carrot, as she goes by. Everything so far has been good for Peach Boy, but the only problem that most folk come across is the very different release order, as it's not in order. I could go into an example, but we simply don't have the time. Okay, just a little bit. Episode 1 is actually episode 4. Episode 2 is episode 1. Episodes 3 and 4 are actually 2 and 7. And let me stop right there. You get the idea. I highly believe they did it this way in order to get more watch time and rewatchability by getting people interested in watching it in chronological order at the end of the release. Because boy, that's what I'm going to do my second time around. But besides that, Boy Riverside has been great, man. It really has been great. I can't wait to see more.
俺は先行する。空いている牙で追ってこい。は、了解しました。お気をつけください。お、
それは一瞬の出来事だった。
この我が情に訴えかけているというに、なんだその態度は。お前の方こそ何なんだ。
Ah, the best things in life do come in small packages. Huh? Oh shit. No, officer, I certainly was not watching her bathe. I'm her guardian. No way, she's legal. I swear, give her some time. Coming in with a great Jahi would not be defeated, you can tell just by the name of the show without even looking at the poster. Oh yeah, this is a lolly show. And by God, yes, half of it is. Our precious Nagatoro has moved from senpai to second in command of the demon realm. Wait, something's not right here. After a magical girl comes in and destroys the 2 giant mana crystals, the demon world comes crashing down because That's exactly all it takes to destroy the underworld. Yep. If you ask me, that's a weak-ass underworld. After the demon realm is destroyed, Jahi-sama crash lands to Earth and is out of power, which kinda explains the cute lolly form. She's now on a mission to gather up enough mana to restore the demon realm, but that's gonna take some time. In the meantime, she's working a part-time job at a cafe while Ultra Instinct dodging her rent. She literally runs from her landlord. I wish dodging rent was that easy. So now, addressing the very seductive elephant in the room, she can switch to her original form. On the fly. Kinda. Yes, the cops can't arrest me now. Oh. No way, give her some time. She's legal, I swear. Jahi, change back. This is going to be a very interesting slice of life for the great Jahi. Will she shake the demon realm back? We'll see.
喜びをかみしめるジャヒー様。しかしマイナスがゼロに戻っただけで魔界復興が一歩も進んでいないと気づくのはそう遅くなかった。
俺は何を喜んどるんじゃ
違うんだ。朝起きたらこの子が横で寝ていて、
You ever have those thoughts in your younger years when you're like, man, if I chose that other path in my life, I wonder how my life could have been? Well, as I mentioned in Girlfriend earlier about the whole make anything possible perk that anime has over us, Remake Our Life takes that and jams it in our face. 28-year-old main character Kyoya was a very ambitious go-get-em guy in his youth 10 years ago, having a choice between two different schools, one being a regular school for studies and the other being a creative arts school. He ends up choosing the regular studying. As it happens to us in real life, life just doesn't go Kyoya's way at all, being in and out of jobs but finding a string of hope in game creation just to fall through again. As he lays in bed, he thinks to himself, if he could do it all over again, it would be so different. And behold, he wakes up 10 years ago at age 18 and gets that opportunity. I swear, if closing your eyes and wishing gets you a redo in life, I could only imagine how many folk would have invested in Bitcoin. Remake Our Life gives off that interesting story build that makes you want to see if Kyoya can actually change his life. And that's a winner in my book. And plus, I am in love with the two-tone eye color that everyone has. It is gorgeous. Now that we've covered a good number of the different story types, it is time to step into that area. Yes, it's time for some good old reliable Isekai! Yes, as an advocate for Isekai, I'm happy to dedicate the last few shows of this summer anime video guide to the wonderful genre of Isekai, starting with Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. We all know the possible ways of being Isekai'd: either you die, get summoned, or reincarnated. But it's a different kind of term when the main character who lives on Earth's parents are from another world. Makoto's parents made a deal with a goddess that in order for them to live life on Earth, they have to agree that one day summon their child to the world to help out when the goddess needs it. And if Makoto didn't go, then one of his sisters would have. Starting off, he literally has one person on his side, that being an ancient god of his original world. That god then transports Makoto to the goddess's room, and not even 30 seconds into their meeting, she takes a look at him, calls him ugly, strips him of his hero title, and throws him down to her planet at the literal edge of the world. Just because he's ugly. You know, now that I think about it, at that point, I think I'd rather have a goddess laugh at me about how I died instead. But if we're being honest, that goddess ain't even that fine, even if you can't see her face. And hey, personally, I prefer my goddesses blue-haired anyway. With nothing else to do, he meets a piggy girl that helps him manifest and use magic. He eventually, that same episode, finds a powerful, hey, is that Shinron? Dragon, and forms a pact with him? Yeah, this is going to be a great ride. Maybe it pays to be ugly after all. Our last but certainly not least show for this video, Seirei Gensoki's Spirit Chronicles. Young, wholesome love, you never beat it. Amakara Haruto was moving away from his childhood friend, but promises to one day come back when they're grown up and eventually marry her. Years pass by and he saw her again. This time it appears she already had a man. Realistically, of course. He rides on a bus that just so happened to have her on it as well, and they ran into some unexpected troubles. Usually Truck-kun does all the isekai, but this time Bus-san and Train don't know how to dispute. And from the looks of it looks like it was a tie. Haruto dies and is reincarnated as a baby and grows into a little boy named Ryo. He eventually starts living in the slums to uncover what happened to his mother that was murdered. Ryo then has a fate run-in with royalty, a murderous bandit, a princess in a sack, and even a pink-haired entity that unlocks his deep hidden magical power. He wrongfully gets accused of kidnapping the princess and is brutally beaten down by those royal guards. At the end, he now wakes up in the royal palace after being healed from the princess he saved and now went from rags to riches and is going to appear in front of the king in the next episode. This one I'm going to keep my eye on as I wonder how they're going to use Ryo for up and coming battles, and I can't help but wonder who did his childhood friend reincarnate as. The beauties of Isekai. Gotta love it. Whew, alright guys, there you have it. That was our 2021 summer season anime guide. That was really fun. It was a beast to edit, but it was so much fun to make. It was so much fun to do, and it was different from what we usually do as well. First things first, man. Shout out to Kyoto Animation for coming back with Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Season 2. I have not seen that one yet. I wanted to watch it with you all. I want to react to it with you all. So I'm going to wait for all the episodes to finish, and then we'll shoot through it in one go. So yeah, man, that's going to be fun. Y'all know I love my Miss Kobayashi. So y'all know how these seasons of anime come in. A lot of anime come in. So many to choose from. In my case, so few to react to. So I was like, why not watch most of these, give my first impressions, let you guys know which ones I like the most out of all of them, and share it with you all. Maybe I can turn y'all on to some stuff. The hypest show out of every last one of them that I've seen, the Idaten Deities No Only Piece. That shit is good. It's made by Mappa. Y'all seen it. And for y'all that haven't, go ahead and check that out for me, man. When y'all watch it, think about me. Say money got you onto it. So yeah, man. Boy Riverside is good as well too. It's just that damn release order. That damn TV broadcast release order, man. It's like they go from one episode, then they leave off a cliffhanger right there, then they jump to the third episode, then the seventh, then the last, then the first again. It's just like, oh. So it may be a better idea to watch it all chronologically. Maybe. But yeah, that girlfriend is an absolute dumpster fire trash, super trash, but it's so good, or it's so outrageous and funny that you just come back next week. See y'all next week on that one, you know? So yeah, there y'all have it, man. What y'all thought about that? I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep. So you'd like to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'm sure to see you all in my next one. Sayonara.